Hey there, everybody, Thet here, and welcome back to Thet Plays 9 Kings. Last time, we had a time, didn't we? We played as the King of Time, and it was a great time, because we took on the Jack of Chaos a couple of times, and had quite the run going. This time, however, let's try the King of Nomads. I feel like I struggle a little bit with the King of Nomads, oddly enough. Let's see. Making shield stronger is great. Making swords stronger is great. You know, it's all great. Maybe giving more mob troops could be good. Start with a random troop card? I don't know, man. Gain 1 migration every expansion event. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Dragons deal damage. Warlord starts with more stats, actually, not more troops. I don't think I need to move anything else. Kind of like the perks and where they're at. I just want to see if we can do something with these, with Nomadic King. King of Time and the King of Blood. Interesting pair of enemies for sure. Yeah, I want to put you here. And I think I want to put you guys down too, but first I'm going to put down the camp. All right. I'm going to put the raptors, I think, in this corner right here. So, give me more mob troops, I guess, for starters, but put the raptors down first. All right, because that gives me a ton more mob. It's a good thing. All right. Let's get ready to level up our warlords. What's the blessing looking like? Prosperity. All right, it stinks. But sometimes the blessings just stink. Okay. So now we could try to make use of migration at this point. We could migrate the raptors back and forth as an example of that. Regression could be very useful. Let's level you up. Okay, they're getting a little stronger. King of Blood is not the most useful enemy, although vampirism could do work. At least in theory. I don't know whether it'd be super helpful in fact. Take the warlords. Give me Smithy for sure. And then migrate. Alright, that's more stats for the warlord and the mob. And the raptor, technically. Although if I wanted this to work out, I'd have to put something right here to block the raptors from going over there. Good time for an hourglass. Yeah, put that over here. Alright, not the most useful card to have on the ground, but the raptor ran all the way down here, and then it ran back. Like, oh wait, no, that's where the fight is. My bad. I didn't realize that. Well, we got our ass kicked. Absolutely destroyed by the King of Blood. Excuse me while I pretend to be shocked by that. Dang, I do want magic cards. Migration. That's all I can afford. Okay, that's fine. Migrate these boys back. That's more mob as well. And then make the mob stronger. And mob's level 3 now. So, their stats are higher. Slightly. It's enough to beat the King of Time. Probably. These orbiters could instantly destroy all these mob units, but they did not. And that's what's important, at least in theory. Okay. I mean, I do want to keep leveling up the warlord. I want to get either another camp so I can upgrade that, or a sword or a shield. At this point, I want swords and shields more than anything. Because that's going to be what lets me level up the mob. I mean, I will get swords or shields out of this, still. Maybe. Shields, okay. King of Spells could actually let me get rid of cards with offering. So that's usually tempting. 28 extra health. That's a good chunk of health. Can't deny that. Question is whether it's enough. And that I'm not sure of. And the answer is no. Alright, well, I can't rely on these mob. They're just way too weak, especially on the attack front. That's the main thing they lack, is they lack the attack power to actually take out my enemies. All right, what do we got instead? Ooh, King of Greed and King of Nature. That's interesting. We started with a wizard. Okay, I could work with that. Throw wizards down here. All right. Yeah, wizards can be pretty strong. I mean, they definitely start with more attack power. Take shields. Oh, actually, they start with more health too, surprisingly enough. I just realized I ended up setting up the exact same play here. We'll see how it works out. Procreate would be great. Zenith, double damage on those plots. If I get Migrate, I can move the wizards over here for like 1 turn. And then move them back. Let's see, I'm up against the King of Greed, so I could get a Dispenser here. Or a Mycelium. There are options, is the point. Well, I'm using shields. Whether I like it or not. That's fine. I want the defenses. For sure. Get those thieves out of here. There they go. Okay. I want beacon. 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 I'm just restarting. Screw that. Come on, man. 6 rerolls? In 6 Ooh, an orbiter. That could be huge. In 6 rerolls, you couldn't give me a single beacon? Go to hell with that crap. I didn't throw that in a camp in the right time, but it's fine, it's fine. Okay, these orbiters have the potential to be a magnificent amount of damage. What do you got for me? Zenith. In the same spot. Okay, so that strategy could still work. Let's go ahead and give the... Well, let's do vampires and put them here. I realized I did it in the wrong order. Because I think I put the orbiters down first because I was a little excited. But it's okay. Alright. Need to give them more attack, but that's what swords and shields are for. Let's get the camp upgraded. Okay. Why are you leveling up a single unit? Oh my gosh, that was the stupidest thing. Okay, well, auto is garbage. At least right now. Smithy, yes. Perfect timing. Give me swords here. Alright. Giving them 19 damage is probably insanely good. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. Hey, look, I got a beacon. If only I didn't have to beg for it. Okay, I need to get a migration at some point, and then I need to use it right before Zenith. But for now, let's put the beacon down so it can start giving me stat boost. Okay. Remember, the more stats there are on the Warlord, the faster the arrow comes out, which means faster boost for everyone else. This is not good. Yeah. Well, I still get the same card either way. There's my migration card. Upgrade the camp fully. And then, where should the shields go? 33.6. Well, yeah. To the orbiters. Of course. Why would I expect otherwise? Oh my god, it's doing it again! You stupid, stupid king. Oh my lord. Level up the orbiters. And they still lost. Oh my lord, what a terrible king. Greed. Greed and progress. I hate this hand. No. Get rid of that. I don't want Dragon's Den. Dragon's Den can go to hell. King of Nothing, King of Spells. Dragon's Den can go to hell. They could still go to hell. These dragons are not that good. Oh my, okay, fine. You know what? Screw you, I got offering. I will offer them away. Well, I got plenty of archers now. Alright. Let's not rely on the Warlord's terrible use of auto. Let's just assume it's going to be absolute trash for the entire game. Now the double damage trick won't work. Okay. Oh my god. It's all trash. I haven't given any upgrades to you, so I'll use Earthworks here, and I'll put you back down, and I get that from the recruitment. Adrenaline can go here, because then we could get more bonuses, even though they don't do much. I'll give it to the archers. Yeah. There's more of them, and their attack speed is actually quite proficient. Yeah, the archers are good. Okay. Level up the stinky mob. I guess I could try to get the mob up here in this corner instead. I need to put something in the center, and then I need to get a migration card. It's all possible. Take static. All new troops and towers placed on empty plots start with double stats. That's just gonna be gambling. I don't even care anymore. Use it on the one with the most troops. Okay, that way static procs the most. Static's probably gonna do a good chunk of damage at this point. That's what I'm imagining. Amplifier. I'm interested. Okay, shields go to the mob since they have the most health. Alright. We'll see if gambling gets us what we want. At the very least, it gives us some flexibility with how to use our cards every turn. Alright. Yeah, I'll take it for free, for sure. Yeah, give them more damage and then gigantify them. Put orbiters down here. That way, if I give any enchantments to the archers, they'll go to the orbiters too. That could be good. Interesting that we found a free Gigantify. I don't know how useful that's going to be in the long run, but I'm very curious. Okay, this amplifier can amplify both plots now. So we need to get a beacon, a blacksmith, something like that next to it. None of these, though. No, actually, beacon will work. Duh. I was literally saying that. Okay, Dragon's Den could be put down so we can get rid of it. Frost can go here. Gives it to both of them. It helps lower the enemy attack speed and movement speed, but that's not as big a deal. Alright, well... everyone's alive, that's good. Alright, that wasn't that bad. I don't think. Combustion's okay. Let's throw down... well, okay. We'll put the raptors here. They're gonna get double damage. And they, you know, they get mob on them. So that's good too, I think. I'm not sure though. Yay! Level up the warlord, amplify. Okay, now we need a beacon. We need something here that allows us to make use of these, make use of this amplifier. And we'll see if it works. But actually I could put another amplifier. If I keep getting amplifiers, I'll put one here too, and then it'll get double beaconed, I guess. Ugh. Yay. It's a little bit stronger now. Are we fighting the King of Time? So we're probably gonna get another amplifier? And then maybe what? Rewind? No, not pillage. Regression and warpers. Ooh, okay. Take the Smithy. Regression can go on... Is this mob level 3? No, it's only level 2. Ugh. I guess I'll throw it on the amplifier. Do I want warpers? I don't really care. We could use overinvest. Yeah, that doesn't hurt. Alright. If we don't start getting some better cards soon, we're going to start losing. And stat-wise, we might already be there. I can't win if I can't level up my troops. Like, if there's no scaling, there's no winning. You literally cannot win if you cannot scale. And I'm not getting anything to scale with. Look at this actual garbage. Ugh. Yeah, failed. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, if they can throw our mob, we're done. Alright. There's the tower. Swords. That's the best thing I've gotten in a long-ass time. Level up the mob. And then I guess give them... Yeah, I have to give them swords. I mean, the other units did some damage, but... I don't know, doubling the damage of the archers could be big. Actually, no, giving them 16 more damage could be huge. Alright, if the orbiters can help us get through the King of Time here, then... And I think they just did. Whoa, whoa, it's close. 2, 0. Okay, we've done it. Holy crap, we've done it. Nah, just use rewind. Use swords again. Actually, use it on these archers. Can't level up the mob again. Give me the stack here. Okay. They both have damage in the 20s now. It's a big boost. Is it enough? It's not. Unless we can get through these golems. I have no faith in that. You know you're a crappy king when you can't beat other kings. Or when you can't beat jacks. That's what I meant to say. Good lord. A trapper. Nah. I'm not even checking the enemy kings. I don't even care anymore. Alright, elves. Yeah, we get 3 of them. Great. No. That's perfect. Sarcasm. I don't want to fight the King of Stone right away. What did I just say? Okay. Soldiers. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, I might like this run. I also have Migration and Dragon's Den. Alright, I might actually be able to use this amplifier moving forward. We'll see, though. Okay. Nice rebellion. I'll take swords. Clones the plots. Or the cards in the plots. This is actually pretty good. I like clones. We'll migrate them later, of course. Actually, no, throw the Dragon's Den here so we can start migrating them back and forth. Because that'll allow us to get more mob. Ooh, you know what would be good? We get the rainbow card duplicator next to these mobs. I think I said that before. But it could be very powerful. Level up the soldiers. That gets us more mob as well. Which is very nice. Okay, scaling in number of units is a version of scaling, and it could work. I am a sucker for Smithy. Yeah, give more damage to the mob, for starters. Okay, the problem is a lot of other units outrange the mob. So they can only do so much. Alright. Good stuff. King of nothing. I mean, a farm would be okay. Actually, if I could get it to an expansion, a farm would be great. A blacksmith right here would work out great too, though. Okay, I gotta hold on to this. Procreate's great. Okay, that's more troops. We'll go ahead and do this. Alright. That farm being able to give us more soldiers would be fantastic. I just need to get to the expansion point, which is actually pretty far away. I have 2 migration cards now. I'm going to start using them. Wait, no. Yeah, use one. There's also a stat boost for the Dragon's Den, for whatever that's worth. Not much. At least not anytime too soon. Maybe if I leveled it up all the way, it could be. I'm not sure I want to invest in doing that. That's the problem. King of Greed could give us a beacon. Beacon's always good. Alright, we need to make it 2 more years. And then we'll have what we need for moving the soldiers back. Alright. And good. Let's level up the Warlord again, I guess. That's okay. Okay, just need to get through this King of Time fight. Oh, the Orbiters! We can't get past the Orbiters. We cannot get past the Orbiters. Not with a melee-centric group. We can't. Wait, no, move them back first. Move them back, then level them up. Okay, they're level 3 now. They have 50 health, which is pretty good. If the mob stays behind them and slings rocks, we can make a lot happen here. Or if we just level them up, honestly. But yeah, the mob's doing plenty of damage right now. Let's give them swords. Okay, those soldiers need to be a little bit stronger. Let's watch out for the King of Time and try to avoid fighting them for now. I think that would be the ideal path. Come on, get past those. There we go. I was gonna say, get past those paladins and we're fine. Beautiful. Yeah, I can grab the farm. Smithy, yes. Level... Yeah, level these guys up even farther. Okay. They can do 55 damage. Yeah, they crushed the thieves. There are 69 of them left. Nice. Okay, that's good stuff. Mercenaries could actually do something for us, oddly enough. Worst case scenario, I get rid of them eventually. But, you know, their number of troops will go up and down as I gain and lose money. If they go up when I gain, I get more mob. So that's a way to continuously upgrade the mob. It's a weird way to do it, but it's a way to do it. Alright. Yo, do you have a blacksmith in the damn deck? You frickin' son of a... That was some lame-ass garbage, man. That was so lame. Alright, well, the Warlords went down. That removes a lot of our... That removes our ability to upgrade stats, which is why we lose. I am, like, pissed about that blacksmith thing. What the hell, man? I should have given that to the mob. Oh, well. That was just trash. Yeah, I'm out of soldiers now. So. Just gotta hope the mob can do it. Looks like they can, but still. They're doing 100 and almost 200 damage, so you can kind of see the effects of the stat boost from that. Alright. Ay. They just refuse. Okay. We leveled them up again. Now they have 63 damage. Is that enough? I don't know anymore. We are winning on numbers. We're still winning on numbers. This is good. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh my goodness. King of the Nomads was actually able to beat the non-king. Who would have thought? Okay. Now they have 127 damage. See, this is the problem. We can't beat the Orbiters. Why did I do that fight? Why did I waste my time with that fight? Like, why is the King of Nomads so just garbage? This is a fantastic group of enemies, by the way. And an absolute garbage pile of cards. Actually, it was just the Warlock that's garbage, but still. The Warlock was a very garbage pick. At least we can pretend they're going to be tanky. All right, I'm not... That... When I used all of my rerolls to try to get a blacksmith and didn't get it, when that happens, I just want to put down the game and like uninstall it and keep it uninstalled for like 3 months. Like, I don't even... How can I care anymore? When the numbers are going to be that bad. I can just get up and I can walk away. I can go enjoy my life. I can take a nice walk. Or I can play some RimWorld. Or I could do something that brings joy in my life. Instead of messing with this garbage. With this garbage slot machine. But, you know, it doesn't always do that. Hey, a beacon. Oh boy. And overwork. Wow. I don't know what to think. That sounded sarcastic, but I actually don't know what to think about that. Like, at this point, just give me a year 17 and let's lose as we usually do, and you know, piss off after that. It'll be great. I could put a farm here, but then they wouldn't be able to migrate. I got nostalgia. It regresses the level. That's actually trash. Speaking of trash, hi. Okay. Giving you the blacksmith is pointless, but whatever. I just wanted to put it down. I'll offer it, probably. That's how you know I've given up. I'm talking about offering away the blacksmith. Okay? At this point, I don't even care to try to pick for victory. If I'm talking about offering away the blacksmith card, I've determined that that's off the table. Probably unfairly, but doesn't change the fact, you know? We got it. I'm actually going to give a lot of credit to our beacon here, because I really do think that's a big part of why we won. I don't want to fight the King of Time. I don't think we can. I can't offer away... Use Earthworks here. That works. Actually, farm works on these guys because the warlords have units. And they're all dead, which means we lose. Maybe. Well, actually, these mob are doing some work. Well, they're strong enough. Okay, well. Gotta watch out a little bit for the King of Nature for that. Forest Guard could be useful, but give me more... No, give me more Warlocks. Yeah. So every time I use a tome, they get HP too, so that could be very nice. Swords and shields both count as tomes. I'm starting to see a path forward. No. Yes. Literally nothing was leveled up. To the point where that would be useful. I kind of want to strengthen my warlords. Yeah, they still get 5%. But if I give my warlords more help, they could stand a better chance against the elves. This attack speed, I think, is doing a lot of work for us, too. Go ahead and upgrade the farm. I'm tempted to give the warlocks a farm at this point. I actually think they're doing a lot of work for us. Remember, their attacks are area of effect, too. They were the biggest damage dealer. Interesting. Give me another overwork. Okay, what's working is working. So, let's try to keep it working. Yeah, the attack speed means more stats up banners. That's actually pretty big. I mean, these lads only have 22 health, but they survived. They didn't just survive, they thrived fairly well. Okay, more attack speed, please. Attack speed is just so good a stat. I mean, look how it's helping us. It is making victory possible. Take shields. What's up? Give me space behind, so I can put a blacksmith back there in a bit. But for now, let's give shields to the mob. Okay. More health they start with, the more health we can boost them with. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. We still got 90 or 45 troops out of 69. Nice. Okay. Blacksmith back here. That's all stat boost too, which is pretty good. At least for a couple of units. All right. Good stuff. Beacon level up. Yes. All right, we've made it to the Jack of Rainbows. Yeah, actually, at this point, the warlords are doing more damage than the mob. Ooh, neck and neck. Look at that. Interesting. Nah. Ooh. These are both tempting. The replicator obviously works very well with the mob. All right, I'm gonna go with replicator. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna migrate you guys. Everything gets stat boost. And then I can put the replicator right here. I think that was the best play. Thank goodness the warlord survived an attack there. No. Yeah, I'll take the vault. Okay, put that over here. Cool. Put the replicator down here. Boom. They give me 9 more units every year, which means I get 9 more mob every year. That might be enough for us to win. I think we have a winning setup now. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. Just level them up again, because it gets more over here, yeah. Uh-oh, my warlords. That's all right. We have enough of them. As long as we have one to throw out the banner, we're fine. Let's see. Place your hand with random rainbow cards. Nah. Double HP? No. Yeah, I'll go with supplies. This lets me throw out more cards. The mob was only level 1 that whole time. Okay, where should swords and shields go? I actually kind of want to put them on the warlord. Okay. Frost. That should go to the Warlord, too. Okay, we'll throw that on Dragon's Den here, and then we can migrate you back and forth. Well, it doesn't matter if we migrate you back and forth, really. I guess it kind of does. All right. Now the Warlords are damage dealers. Okay, it's a bunch of stat boosts, which is nice. It actually ended up being a huge stat boost for the Dragon's Den. Ah ha ha ha, you can't take out my Warlords now, can you, elves? Take clone. Get rid of the King of Greed. We don't need your cards anymore. Okay. Keep leveling up that Warlord. We have 90 mob now and 63 replicators. The replicators themselves aren't great, but they're super synergistic here. They would also be the one thing that works well with I'm actually gonna level this up. They would be the one thing that works well with manglers. Because even if you leveled up the mangler all the way, you would get more replicators per turn, per year. Let's go ahead and migrate you guys back. Hello there. Let's put you next to the mob so we can give the mob something to strengthen it later. All right, we should be able to win. I don't even know if we're going to get to the Jack of Chaos, though. I really don't know. But we should be able to at least get through all the Jack of Rainbows. Yep. Okay. Balance. Ooh. Let's see. So they would get 255 damage. No. Probably not. Ooh, maybe. But I don't know. That's not really that good. I'm re-rolling. I am such a sucker for Gigantify. Okay. That was way better, yeah. At this point, our Warlords are pretty much going to run over most enemies. The mob definitely helping. Don't get it twisted. Is the mob only level 2? Yes. Let's level them up. Okay. It's 15% more on each stat. Right now, they're out-damaging the Warlord thanks to sheer numbers. Which is not a complaint. Also, they just win a turn without out-damaging them, so... In theory, I should shut up now, but I won't. The effect of all plot-destroying cards is played one extra time. Sure. We'll see how that works out for us. That kind of makes me want to fight the King of Progress. If we could beat them. Which I'm not sold on. Whether or not we could. Let's go ahead and give them more health. Okay. We're at 113 health now. Which is a decent amount, but not a great amount. They are now the highest damage dealers. The mob are. Believe it or not. What do I want? Well, I guess if I want to be able to destroy stuff, I need the Jack of Magic. Actually, those were enough, because now I have Offering. I can offer away this and get extra cards thanks to Pillage. So now I have a ton of cards. And then I could rewind, turn those to a bunch of different cards, including Gigantify. And now I can put down something that I don't need, like this farm, and I can offer it away. And then I get Overhaul. We could also migrate, which does proc twice, it looks like. And I can migrate again. There we go. The mob's already fully leveled. I can strengthen this blacksmith. I can give shields to the mob. I can procreate. I should have done it on the replicators, but level up the warlords, throw down mob over here, and then overhaul them. So now blacksmith's level 3, mob's level 3, camp's level 3, Dragon's Den's level 2. But it is stronger. Now it's level 3. Alright, cool. I mean, he gets to come out and rock out 50,000 damage, which is not bad. It's not game winning, but it's not bad. Send it with swords. King of Nothing's assault. Okay. We just have to worry about rocks being thrown at us. The Warlord is plenty strong. Let's go ahead and give you guys the damage. Let's get those replicators to level 3. Ooh, and then let's clone them. Yeah, no, actually, okay, I do have an idea. I have an idea, and I think it's a great one, actually. But for now, let's start by putting another blacksmith over here. Okay, I think that's a good play. All right, here we go. Wow, that dragon did nothing. Dude, all the stats up. Okay, keep playing. All right, like I said, I have an idea. I'm going to... Yeah, I can expand my kingdom. I want to do that. Yes, chaos has increased. I want to expand my kingdom. Okay, I want that spot open. All right, we're not going to use it right away, but I want it open. It's a neat tool that'll help us later. You'll see. Maybe. Because I can move them back and forth. But let's get the warlords leveled up all the way, finally. Not the King of Stone. Lord it please, no. Okay. Good stuff. We have another decree coming up soon. Let's see. The warlocks are still only level 2? Yeah, we'll level them up. They do have over 1,000 health already. And 0.3 hits per second. Catch up. New cards placed from your hand now start with 999% initial stats. Between that and Smithy. I gotta go with Smithy, though. Because once this gets into, like, you know, 10, 20% stat boost, it's big. The 999% stat is an interesting idea, but I don't know. I don't know if we need to catch up that badly. I do need to get my warlords fully leveled, though. I think we got like 3 more to go. There are 28 hits per second, so they're strong. We might be able to at least fight the first chaos fight here. Wasn't sure about it right away, but I'm becoming more sure about it as time goes on. I'll take clone. I'll take swords. I'll take migration. Okay, so migrate you guys over. Cool, that's more stat boost for everyone. I could clone them now. That's actually kind of tempting. I'll put down the swords on you. Yeah. 20 damage. Nice. Get rid of these paladins. I'm not going to use them. Alright. Excellent. Yeah, the mob's pretty strong right now. Migrate them back. That's a bunch of stat boost, of course. All that 2% stat boost and the improvement to the dragons are pretty good. Dragons are doing 500,000 damage. Okay, take offering. Get rid of the King of Nothing. I think he has less of what we want. I'm not 100% sure. Throw a Dragon's Den over here. We don't need it. In fact, we're going to get rid of it. It's 437 damage. Is Babbit Dragon. And he's gone. Rewind. Okay, put down Dragon's Den. Offer it. One of these days, I'm going to get like a whole circle of rewinds over and over and over again. But until then, yeah, sure, regress the camp twice. Okay. Migrate back. We have 700 mob. 16% damage. See, that's big. Then 28% health. Those are big numbers. You know? Those are very big numbers. You really gonna do this to me today, huh? It's gonna be one of those days. We did make it to the first Jack of Chaos fight. So that's nice. And we whooped them pretty well. Alright. Chaos Earthworks destroys all adjacent plots to level up the middle one. No. Migration. I'll take Chaos Clone. Clone the camp. Level up the camp. Put down another camp right here for now. Okay, that's a bunch of stats to everything around the camp, including hits per second. That's the big thing. Guess I'll take shields between any of those. Yeah, we'll try the King of Blood. We can get vampirism from him or something. All right, yeah, these numbers are going up now. Now I like where we're going. Guess I'll take Procreate. Sure. We're almost at 1,000 mob, which is pretty nice, I got to admit. All right, fine, I'll take the level up. Smithy again, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Smithy harder. Almost a year 50. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep leveling up my warlords as long as you let me. It's a good thing. We have 200 of them now. I didn't even realize we had that many. There's vampirism. Actually, give that to the warlords. Okay. Good stuff. One of these days, game, you're gonna give me offering again. All right. This is what's. I don't know. I feel like sometimes the game is programmed to do it on purpose. That's what it feels like sometimes. How high am I allowed to upgrade my warlords? I mean, I guess I'm not complaining. I want them strong. When did their health get higher than their defense? All right. Thank you for the one vampire card. 56% HP. That's what I'm talking about. So you just need a couple of those cards and they're going to scale like crazy. You stinky king. Ugh. It's fine. It's not really fine, but you gotta pretend it's fine. I don't want any of these pieces of garbage. All right, chaos time again. Here we go. Oh, they have warpers. Oh, we got them. Oh, we had to like cut through them pretty slowly there at the end, but we got them. I don't really want any of those. I will usually take Chaos Rewind. Chaos Mortgage, Chaos Over Interest, Chaos Wild Card. Well, the level up with no cap is always tempting. Let's give that to the Beacon, because we're almost at 99 hits per second with these. Wait. We never hit that, but it's already giving... What? I'm confused. It's not giving them attacks per second anymore. King of Time, let's see if they mess us up. We're past level 33, so who cares? Alright. Let's see if they instantly kill us. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, overinvest. Oh wait, I can mortgage that away. I was like, I gotta wait for the offering, right? No, I don't actually. I just kind of want to. Actually, I'll get a ton of money when I mortgage that away, won't I? Yes. 531 bucks. All right. Wasn't nearly as much as I thought I'd get, but it's fine. Well, we're dead. I had the feeling. I wasn't entirely sure. Now, I wasn't 100% sold on the idea that they were going to beat us. but I was fairly confident. 64% damage. They do almost 1 million damage per hit now. Okay, if we see the King of Time, we gotta reroll him. That's how we're starting. So keep an eye out, lads. Okay. The 2 extra damage from the poison is definitely doing a lot of work here. Well, now I can afford to do whatever I want. So I'll take that. I'll reroll. I'll take my offering, finally. Swords is good. Swords, shields, yeah. I guess I'll take a rewind. Actually, I'll take the rewind even more than that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I didn't get a single regular card to put down on the ground. Oh well. I'm just gonna swords and shields, man. Yeah. Swords on the warlords. Yep. And then shields on the mob. And then rewind. They have more shields to them. I'm doubling it. More than doubling it every time, thanks to 3 smithies. Okay. The mob should be strong. At least for a while. Keep that. Okay. Does that put him at E plus damage? Yes, it does. Yes, it indeedly does. Which appears to be enough. Okay, it's almost chaos time. Get rid of the King of Time. Yep. The others are beatable, at least. Okay, clone this. Put it down. That's a bunch of stat boost. Yeah, we're not getting hits per second anymore on our warlords. It's weird. Not sure why, but all right. Offering. Regression cards. Well, I definitely want to use the migration. Okay. We can go ahead and regress on the dragon, I guess, and then clone it and level it up. I mean, why not at this point? It's not doing nothing. I mean, it's E plus 8 damage. I don't think it's killing anything, but it's not doing anything. Can I have my migration card, please? Thank you. Okay, Jack of Chaos is leading an assault. You have to play all of our cards. Have 999 mob troops on a single plot. We have 1434 now. Sweet. All right, here we go. Slowing it down a bit. Look at that thing. A weird looking enemy. And we lost. I'm okay with this. Because honestly, I'm flabbergasted we made it to year 66 with the King of Nomads at this point. I feel like the King of Nomads is such a weak link compared to some of the other kings. I think I've said it before, but they're hard countered by the King of Progress. Like, once you get to a certain point, they can't beat the King of Progress's defenders. So, and I can't think of a single other king on the list who is hard countered so effectively. King of Stone is the hard counter for basically everyone else. King of Progress, I mean, the defenders can hold the line against anything. The executioners and rats are honestly kind of weak, but if you level up the mothership to the point where it's the strongest unit, they can't be beat if you can level it up appropriately. King of Time, as we saw previously, slow ramp up, amazing endgame. King of Nothing kind of has the same thing. Their starting game is actually not that bad. Their early game, they're pretty strong all the way throughout, as you would expect, kind of for the first of many kings. He's going to be relatively balanced. King of Spells. The closest they come to being hard countered is probably from the King of Nomads. Oh no, or the King of Greed. Because the champion of Greed can kill him pretty well too. It's both their champions that make it hard. But the King of Spells could still beat it with its own deck. It would just be very difficult. King of Greed is all melee. If anything, they'd be hard countered by the King of Time. But I don't think it's a hard counter. maybe it is, actually. I think the King of Greed might actually be hard countered by the King of Time, because they're all melee. The Orbiters will obliterate their troops. Same thing with the King of Blood. They're both fairly hard countered by the King of Time. In fact, King of Blood is even harder countered by the King of Time. So yeah, no, I was wrong. King of Nomads, they are hard countered by the King of Progress, but King of Time hard counters a couple of the others too. Especially if you're melee focused. At least the King of Greed can put up some dispensers. Whereas the King of Blood has to use that darn Mangler. Anyway, that's going to be this episode of Thet Plays 9 Kings. If you enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you haven't, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. All right. Got some more challenges for the Jack of Chaos coming up here. Thanks again for watching. My name is Thet. I'll see you in the next video. Everybody-os.